In a small village cradled between emerald mountains and dense forests, there lived a boy named Liam Harper. He was only 14, but his heart carried the weight of many lifetimes. Liam was quiet, thoughtful, and observant, the kind of boy who noticed the wind whispering through the trees and the way the sun's first rays touched the river. The people around him often misunderstood his silence. They called him shy, foolish, or weak. At school, other children laughed at him mercilessly. "Why don't you talk, Liam? Are you scared? You'll never amount to anything." Every taunt was a stone thrown at his heart. But Liam never replied. He kept his feelings folded inside, carrying them silently to the big neem tree in his backyard, where he would sit and look at the sky, letting tears blend with the morning dew. His father, a humble farmer, noticed his sorrow. One evening, as Liam sat under the tree staring at clouds, his father placed a gentle hand on his shoulder. "Son," he said, "silence is not weakness. Silence is strength. In a world full of noise, people forget how to listen. But those who listen, those who truly hear, they understand the world. And understanding is the first step toward wisdom." Liam did not fully understand then, but he believed his father. And sometimes, belief is the seed of extraordinary things. Weeks later, the school announced a speech competition. The winner would earn a scholarship to a prestigious city school, a chance for better education and brighter opportunities. Liam wanted to participate, but when he told his classmates, laughter erupted. "You? A speech? You can barely talk." For a moment, doubt crept into his heart. Yet, something deep inside whispered, "Try? Just try." That night, Liam sat beneath the neem tree again, eyes closed, imagining the stage, imagining himself speaking with calm authority. He imagined his words not as noise, but as arrows, sharp and meaningful, each one striking the hearts of those who listened. From that day on, he began preparing in silence. Every night, when the village slept, Liam would stand in front of a cracked mirror. He practiced his words slowly, shaping his voice like a sculptor molds clay. He studied great speeches, noticing how pauses added power, how silence could punctuate meaning. No one knew what he was doing. There were no fans, no applause, just quiet. But in that quiet, a fire grew. The day of the competition arrived. The school auditorium buzzed with energy. Loud students cheered for their friends, clapped, whistled, and stomped their feet. Liam stood backstage, paper in hand, heart racing, yet eyes calm. When his turn came, he walked onto the stage. The noise softened as people sensed something different. Liam took a deep breath, feeling the weight of his silence transform into strength. Then, in a voice soft but steady, he began, "They say I am quiet. They say I cannot speak. But silence is not my weakness, it is my power. In silence, I learned. In silence, I prepared. Today, I do not stand to make noise. I stand to make a difference." The hall grew so quiet that even the faint rustle of paper could be heard. Liam continued, weaving his story with pauses that let his words sink, letting the truth linger in the air. He spoke of the lessons hidden in quiet moments, of observing before acting, of listening when others only shouted. By the time he finished, there was a heartbeat of silence. Then, suddenly, the entire auditorium erupted. Standing ovation. Tears. Claps that shook the walls. Liam had not just spoken, he had made people feel. He won the competition. But more importantly, he won respect. He proved that you don't need to shout to be heard. Sometimes, silence speaks louder than words. Years passed. Liam grew into a young man who traveled far and wide as a motivational speaker, inspiring people with his story of quiet strength. He spoke not just to children, but to leaders, educators, and anyone who had ever doubted themselves. When asked about the secret of his success, he would smile gently and say, "Silence. In my quiet moments, I found my power. In my silence, I discovered my strength, my voice, and my purpose." He would tell crowds, "In a noisy world, do not be afraid of your silence. In quiet moments, you can discover your true self. When life knocks you down, sit with yourself, listen, and prepare. Your silence can grow into a storm that no one can ignore." Even today, Liam reminds everyone that silence is not emptiness, It is full of answers, lessons, and unshakable power. Do not let anyone define you by your quietness. Do not let your fear of being small stop you. Prepare in silence, grow in patience, and when your moment comes, your voice and your courage will roar louder than the world ever imagined. Silence is not weakness. Silence is strength. In the quiet, your power grows. In preparation, your destiny forms. And when the world least expects it, your silence will speak louder than any noise ever could.